give him the glory, give him the praise, because he deserves it all.
Yes.
I don't know if I have anybody in here that will believe like I believe and trust God like I trust him. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I've been through so much.
I've been through so
but I'm going
much.
to continue to trust and believe him.
But I'm going to continue to trust and
We
believe.
can't let the devil get a hold of us.
Well,
skip over to the woman with the issue of blood.
come on.
She suffered for 12 long years.
All right.
But through it all, she trusted and believed that if she could just touch the hem of his garment, she shall be made whole.
Yes.
And when she touched the hem, Jesus turned and said, who touched me?
Who touched you?
Who touched me?
Well,
Peter said, there's a lot of people around you. But Jesus said, I felt something in this touch.
well.
Jesus saw it and said, your faith made me whole.
Yeah, come on.
I just stopped to tell you today, don't lose your faith.
Well,
You gotta keep on believing in God.
yes.
Well, anybody in here that will have faith like she did.
Well,
Because at the end of it all,
yeah.
you shall be made whole.
Yeah.
Through the storm and rain, you gotta trust and believe him.
Well,
Even when your walls don't fall down when you want them to, you gotta trust and believe him. When your friends turn against you, you gotta trust and believe him. When the devil tries to take you out, you gotta trust and believe him. When your closest friends try to take you out, you gotta trust and believe him. Because my Bible says, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. My Bible also says, though he slay me, do I have anybody? Though he slay me, yet shall I trust him. I'm going to trust him through the storm and rain. I know I've been through a lot, but I gotta trust him because he's been good. He's been good. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, he's been good. He's been good. Yeah. Well, how's he been good? Let me take you to Isaiah 53:5. It says, for he was wounded for my transgression. He was bruised for my iniquity. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And with his stripes we shall be healed. Well, that's not enough for you. Let me take you to John 3:16. It says, for God so loved the world. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Whoever believes in him shall not perish. But somebody have eternal life. Anybody trust him like I trust him. Anybody don't believe him like I believe him. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I've got to trust him. I've got to believe him. Because after all I've been through, after all the rain I've been through, after all the storm I've been through, I still got you.